This is problem number 8-18. Samantha thinks that the equation, the quantity x minus 4 squared plus the quantity y minus 3 squared equals 25, is equivalent to the equation, the quantity x minus 4 plus the quantity y minus 3 equals 5. Is she correct? Are the two equations equivalent? Explain how you know. If they are not equivalent, explain Samantha's mistake. I'm just going to rewrite this one because it kind of got cut off with the lines. But so here's what she's saying. She's claiming, is this, or we need to figure out if she's right. So we're thinking this is the original. Is that the same as this? But let's first see what's even the difference between these two equations. How'd she get from one to the other? Well, all that she did is she removed these squareds from these two quantities and took the square root of 25 and made it be 5. Now, we need to decide, is that the same? Is this the same shape on the graph as this would be? Because that'll help us. We could also plug in numbers for x's and y's and see if they give us the same thing. So let's look at this one. This first equation. That is a shape. The shape of that graph would be a circle. Okay, so this means this would have to be a circle as well if they're equivalent, because they need to look the same on the graph as well as algebraically. So I'm just going to simplify this. There's no squareds, so I can just kind of eliminate the parentheses. So I'm just going to rewrite this without the parentheses, and then we're going to simplify this. Okay, so what it looks like to me, I have a -4 and -3. I'm going to make that be a -7. And something that is more typically seen in math classes is starting with a y on this left side. So I'm going to remove these two things and move them over here. And doing that, I'm going to minus x, and I'm going to add 7, because you need to do the opposite. Okay. So now I'm going to have this 5 that was still here. Then I have this minus x I wrote down, and then this plus 7. So really, if I simplify this, it becomes y equals 12 minus x. And if you know what shape that is on a graph, that is a line. Right? That's just the line starts, its y-intercept is 12, slope is -1. That is nowhere near a circle. Okay? So because they do not look the same on the graph, they're not equivalent. They would need to be the same exact shape and in the same exact positions on the graph. So she's not correct. And her mistake is she eliminated the squareds here and just took the square root of that. And this is something that I see so many people do. You assume that these are the same, but we just proved it right here. This is a circle, this is a line. They're not the same. So you can't just take away the squareds and square root this. That is not allowed. Okay, so they're not equivalent, and here was her mistake. She took away the squares and square root, but those are not equivalent. Those are not the same problem.